it's Kaylin here at Full Purpose and Heart with another workbox video for you. Today we are going to be doing Christmas around the world, and there are so many activities and themes that you can do for Christmas around the world depending on what country or part of the world you want to focus on and what holiday, because there's lots of different holidays that happen during December for all different kinds of people. So today we're going to be doing a Christmas around the world for North America, Canada, and the United States. And then we're also going to be looking at the North Pole and kind of where that is. So this is a great thematic unit for social studies because you get to kind of study the world and everything. So I purchased a lot of my materials from a bundle on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's not that I couldn't make them myself, but I just didn't want to spend the time. So it was relatively affordable. There's lots of different options. So I would encourage you to head over there if you don't want to build your own curriculum for this type of unit. But this is what I chose, and it was, again, just a really simple, easy unit that I appreciated, so I would recommend that you go over there and you can use it because it's got lots of good stuff. So anyway, let's head over to the workboxes and I'll show you today what we're doing. So we're just going to jump right in here and get started. The first box is always my Bible time. If you've seen my other workbox videos, and this shouldn't be a surprising element for you, but if you're new to my channel, we are very religious and Christian, so we always try and have the Word of God in our first workbox. These are just some printables that I got off of, they were a free printable, and they're from BibleStoryPrintables.com, so check that description box below here, and I'll make sure to put the link so you can get them as well. And I'm just going to have my son tell me the story of the Nativity as we've been discussing multiple times in our home throughout the month. So he should know it pretty well, and I want to just kind of test his memory, see if he could tell it with these story pieces, and we'll just lay them out here on the carpet. You can also get like craft sticks and put the craft stick on the back and make like little puppets, or you can laminate them and hot glue them with some like felt pieces on the back, and then you can make them storyboard pieces and actually put them up against a storyboard. So that's really fun. And then I also have, this is just a printable that I got off of Oriental Tradings. It's a free printable with the nativity picture. I liked it because it had the stable and the star, a shepherd and some sheep. It wasn't just Jesus and Mary and Joseph. So I did like this one, and we're going to just color it as we like sing Christmas songs and kind of discuss a little bit more about why we celebrate Christmas. Box 2, this is actually our curriculum box. So it's not thematic to the day, but I would recommend it. It's really great. This is Christian Light Education, and it's very inexpensive, so that's a great plus. And it's pretty easy. We kind of breeze through it pretty good, but it's good memory. So we do a couple of pages a day because, again, my son understands the concepts, but it's good to review them and talk about them. And we don't have like the lesson manual that goes with it. I just have the actual work pages. So we're going to be doing these 3 work pages today and be working on the letter S out of our workbook. And then I also have the activity book in here, and we're just going to be doing this 1 page with D and S, cutting out and pasting based on their sounds. So I really do enjoy this, but if you don't have a Christian Light Education workbook, or you don't have some kind of like curriculum workbook that you're working through with your child, then you'll want to try and find another activity that goes along with the country that you're doing for the around the world, the Christmas around the world. So we're going to be introducing our Christmas around the world. And I got some of these printables from, as I mentioned in my introduction, from a Teachers Pay Teachers packet. It was relatively affordable. It wasn't anything that I couldn't duplicate myself, but I just didn't have the time to do it, so I just purchased it. So in our first book, as an introduction to Christmas around the world, this is just a world map, as you can see here. So it's quite large, and we're going to be placing it on the floor to start, and then we'll tack it up on the wall. This is a printable that came in the pack, but of course not difficult to create yourself. And then this is just a file folder, and I'm going to have my son decorate the the printable, what is this, a suitcase, and then we'll staple the edges of the file folder to make a little pocket. And then as we go throughout the week and do activities, then we will be saving those pieces into this pocket. And there's some activities that came with the printable, or excuse me, with the packet that I got from Teachers Pay Teachers that we will be sliding inside of here. But you can also put anything, like if you're doing, if you make worksheets that have to do with like adding or subtracting or phonics or whatever, you can put those in this little like file folder, and it just creates a cute suitcase. Now, as a part of the the thing that I purchased, just so you can kind of see. She has these cute stickers, and this is just on what are these, like address label stickers? And so we'll take these off as we visit the different countries and put them on our suitcase of places that we have visited. You can also just do that if you locate them on the map, because we won't have time to go through all of these. This is a huge unit, obviously, and I only have given our 1 week to do it. So, but it's going to be fun. So today, as an introduction, we're going to be, I can't get these in here. As an introduction, we're going to be doing North America, really. So we're going to be doing the United States and Canada, and then we're going to be talking about the North Pole. So in this box here, I have, this is going to be our iPad, and it's our story time. It's a read aloud, but I didn't make it to the library and in time, and so I had it on reserve, and the book that I wanted to read my library didn't have available, probably because every preschool and school from here to the end of the county is reading the stories of Christmas time. So, excuse me. So fortunately for me, YouTube, there is a channel on YouTube that has done a read aloud of the story and shows all the pictures and everything. So I'm going to be having that read out loud, and it's the story of Santa loses his ho-ho-ho. So check up here, and you can kind of read it along with your child. And then in box number 5, we have, this is a printable that came in that pack that I purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers, but it's just a Santa Claus, so you can copy one off yourself. And since we're doing the North Pole and United States and Canadian Christmases, then we'll be having this, and we're going to actually tack him next to the countries that we're studying on our world map. Now, these are the printables that came from that pack that I purchased, but again, they're easy to duplicate yourself if you just have like Word document, or I always do mine on Adobe Photoshop, but either way. So we're going to be talking about the United States and how we celebrate Christmas in our family. This is, this is a little advanced for my son, so I will probably write his narration, and then he will color the picture of how our family celebrates Christmas, or symbols of Christmas that he remembers. And then I'm going to have him color where we are on the map. And then we're also, since we're talking about the North Pole, we're going to do just some imaginative play here and talk about how we think they celebrate it on the North Pole. What do they wear? What do they eat? That sort of thing, since Santa's at the North Pole and that sort of thing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And then this will slide into that pocket that we did back in box number 3 with the blue thing. So that'll go there. And then our last box is, since we're doing the United States, and he will certainly remember Christmas lights, because he's really enjoys seeing the Christmas lights around our neighborhood and the community. I have printed these Christmas lights off. This is, again, another piece that came from that Teachers Pay Teachers packet, but they're easy to duplicate themselves. I'm going to have him color enough lights for his name, and then he will write the letter of his name in each of the lights. And then I have some string here, and we will cut them out and then just string them on string the lights on the string, and then we'll hang them up in our schoolroom so that he can have that as a little craft for today. So there you go. So that's what we did today. It was pretty easy. It was really it was fun. And we've got lots of other units that we're going to be doing, or countries that we're going to be studying. And we'll be adding to that suitcase bundle, and we'll be completing that little scrapbook booklet that we've got, and reading more stories and that kind of thing. So as kind of a tip, I would encourage you, if you want to do something like this, make sure that you go to your local library and reserve these books before you start your unit. It's really popular during the holiday season to have these books from the library already taken out or checked out from other families. So I would encourage you to kind of get on the waiting list and make sure that your name is in there, so hopefully you can have those books in your home, before you do your unit. And if not, check YouTube, because there are a couple of these types of books for different countries that are already available and read as like a read aloud on YouTube. No, it's not ideal, but it's better than doing nothing. So I would encourage you to kind of search that avenue if your public library doesn't have it. So anyway, check out my other YouTube videos if you're looking for some things to do in your work boxes with your kiddos this week, and we'll see you at another workbox video. Have a good one, guys.